So hey everyone, this is me Raman Karthik. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, please go and subscribe and forget to click on the bell icon to get more updates. So in this video, we are going to see about the story of an Indian feral child who was raised by wolves. So you might have seen many movies like Tarzan, George of the Jungle, and many movies like that where the child is born in the jungle and raised by wolves, sometimes by gorillas and other animals, and they grow as a person who is born in the jungle and they get the behavior of those animals. So something like that we are going to see about in this video also, which happened in real life. So let's check out what happened about this story. So if you haven't subscribed, please go and subscribe. And if you know any stories like that, please do comment me down and below. So in 1867, a group of hunters had to stop their trucks after seeing a strange scene deep in the forest of Bulandashar in the India's northern province. A pack of wolves were wandering in the dense jungle, following a human baby walking on all four legs. The pack then disappeared in a cave. To say it was even more terrifying than it was surprising to hunters. After that, they tried to get the pack of wolves out of the cave by setting fire to its mouth. As the wolves reappear, the hunters killed them and captured the human baby. The miracle baby was later named as Dina Sanichar, a feral child who was raised by wolves. And Dina Sanichar, supposedly a 6-year-old Indian boy who literally raised by wolves in the forest of Bulandeshwar in northern India. Sanichar was one of many feral child found in India over the years. The country has a long history of feral children, including wolf children, panther children, chicken children, dog children, and even gazelle children. In the folklore and novel around the world, a feral child is often portrayed as a miracle and amazing character, but in reality, their lives would prove tragic tales of neglect and extreme isolation. Their return to the civilized world makes wondrous news, but then they are forgotten, leaving behind questions about the ethics surrounding human behaviors and what exactly makes us human. After Sanichar was captured, he was brought to a mission run orphanage where he was baptized and given the name Sanichar, that literally means Saturday. I guess I'm pronouncing it right. If I'm not, please do comment me down below. And this was kept because he was found on Saturday in the jungle. Father Edhart, the head of the authority of orphanage, noted that though Sanichar, undoubtedly Pagal, still shows signs of reason and sometimes actual shrewdness. Renowned child psychologist Wayne Dennis quoted many bizarre psychological traits in his 1941 American Journal of Psychology paper. In this, the significance of feral man that Sanichar had shared, Dennis cited that Sanichar used to live untidy, eat things that civilized man considered disgusting. He further wrote, Sanichar only ate meat, despised wearing clothes, and sharpened his teeth on bones. Though he appeared to have no capacity for language, he was not mute, making animal noises instead. Feral children were, as Dennis explained, insensitive to heat and cold and had little or no attachment to human beings. Uh, but Sanichar did, however, form a bond with one human, the other another feral child found in Uttar Pradesh, Manipuri, who had been brought to the orphanage. Father Ehad asserted a strange bond of sympathy attached these two boys together, and the elder one first taught the younger one to drink out of a cup. Perhaps their similar past made them capable of better understanding to form such bond of sympathy for each other. A famous ornithologist, Valentine Ball, author of Jungle Life in India, 1880, consider Dinasanachar as a perfect wild animal. And the stories of children in India. For centuries, Indians have been fascinated by the myths of the feral child. They often recite legends of wolf children who grew up in the deep forest. But these are not just stories. The country has really witnessed many such cases around the time. The feral child, Sanicha, was found in North Indian forest. Four other wolf children were also reported in India. Over the years, many more would emerge. These stories and myths influenced many writers and poets to craft their arts in the shape of feral children. Rudyard Kipling, the British writer who lived for many years in India, was fascinated by the stories of the Indian feral child. No, not longer after Sanicha's miracle discovery, wrote the beloved children's collection, The Jungle Book, in which young man cub Mowgli wanders into the Indian forest and is adopted by animals. That's how Dinasanchar became known as the real life Mowgli of India. And here's what happened to Dinar Sanichar in the end. Sanichar's caretaker, Father Erhardt, had put Sanichar into the reformer camp, carefully plotting all of his progress. Sanichar lived the rest of his short life under the care of orphanage. Even after 20 years of human contact, Sanichar had little or no sense of human behaviors. Though he acquired the ability to walk erect on his legs, he could dress himself with difficulty and managed to keep track of his cup and plate. He continued to smell all his food before eating it, always chewing anything but raw meat. Another strange thing that was noticed in Sanicha was he willingly adopted only the human habit of smoking. He became a prolific chain smoker. He died in 1895. Some said from tuberculosis. And the story of Dina Senechar remains of a similar feral child named Saturday Mithian, who was also found on a Saturday of 1987 in Africa. The 5-year-old boy was living among the monkeys near Tugela River in the wilds of KwaZulu Natal, South Africa, showing only animal like behavior. Saturday could not talk, walked on all fours, like climbing trees, loved fruit, especially bananas. He tragically died in a fire in 2005. And if you want more about this feral child, wait for another video. I'll try to put the link down in the description. So please do watch, like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.